Well, I'm going to start by saying a massive congratulations to you. Well done. You won Supernova. You are the 2022 Supernova champions, which is incredible.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you feeling? I can sense it's pretty good.
We're feeling pretty good. Great, I guess. Euphoric to some degree. Euphoric, and at the same time, by the way, euphoric with a pun towards Eurovision, Sweden, 2012.
Damn, you're joking.
But yeah, and on top of that, we're very busy. I guess during this time, all of us are working practically full time to create something beautiful for Turin.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you have other jobs as well as Citi Zēni, or is this the band the main focus?
At the moment, the band is the main focus. We do have day jobs, or let's say we had day jobs up until this point, but now we're very grateful to all of our employers that they have come a step towards us and let us be more flexible about the working hours, because ultimately Eurovision, as it turns out, it's a full-time job.
Right. Well, the thing is, we're in February and we're already talking about it. You've performed. You have kind of, it starts as soon as you are kind of chosen, doesn't it? How would you describe your sound for people kind of hearing it for the first time? How would you kind of sum yourself up as a band?
Oh, a little bit crazy, I think. It's a mixture of different styles, different genres of music, and yeah, we've had a rough road since we started, but yeah, we finally found our sound, yeah, and yeah, we're working on it every day still, so we hope to be better next year or this year. I don't know.
And from a genre perspective, I guess that for somebody who hasn't heard us, it's neo soul.
Yeah.
Funk, rap,
a little bit of rock music
pop,
as well.
A little bit of rock music, jazz, and as well
disco, yeah.
And then the lyrics, it's bonkers. It's completely bonkers in a very meaningful way.
Yeah, it's an amazing combination. It really is. How did kind of Eat Your Salad come about? Can you tell me the early writing sessions, recording sessions? Was it quite a quick process, or was it quite a long sort of gestation period?
It took a long time. It was a long time in the making. So we started out. It started out the first time in the first songwriting camp that we had in English. That was around half a year ago. Then we had the first version on the last day of the songwriting camp. Literally in the last hour, we decided, okay, let's try writing one more. And that's when the initial seedling for the song came out and it started to sprout. And then in the second camp, we thought it was a great idea, but that it was underdeveloped. And we tried developing it further. So we created the second version to the song. And then in the end, we decided that, okay, we should apply for Supernova and go for Eurovision because we had a feeling that we have enough to say in English. We feel good enough and comfortable enough writing music in English. So we had to select the song for Supernova because it is an amazing platform for young and aspiring musicians. And yeah, and that's when we wrote the third version, which is the one you can hear now.
We started half a year ago, and 2 weeks before the deadline, we made this one. So.
Yeah, the skin of your teeth, very, very close.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, I'm glad it's happened. I'm glad it worked. And the process of writing in English, is that something you think you'll continue after Eurovision and kind of going forward with your music as a band?
We're working on it, a lot. By the way, in the next room, we're making our next single in English, and hopefully this year we will have our debut album in English.
Yeah. So this is the year of debuts for us. We're debutantes in everything that we do. Right. We just had our first album in Latvian, and we just released our first song in English, and we've just reached some new peaks in streaming data and in charting and in the fan base that we're seeing. And so why not keep it a year of debuts, and yeah, why not release an album in English as well? We have a lot of material from the initial songwriting camps. Yeah, we wrote around 30 songs, and it's not a full album yet. and we're not going to be releasing all 30 of them, but there's a great starting point.
Yeah, and I think the exposure already that you're kind of feeling from the kind of the viral hit that is Eat Your Salad, it must be quite amazing to think that you now have this whole global audience that have just kind of come to you and started listening to your music. So it must be quite a surreal sensation.
I think surreal is the best way of putting it. It's you can prepare for Eurovision as much as you want, but when you actually get to participate, and we haven't even participated yet, we're just in the beginning of the road, really. We still have 3 months to go until we have to step on stage. And you know, it's surreal. There's so many people following it and picking apart every last detail about you as a person, about the band entirely, about the song. And it's so cool. It's so cool that there's a vibrant and alive community behind it. And we're trying to speak with as many as we can of our fans and of Eurovision fans, and share our views and opinions and let them pick our brains as well. And yeah, that's why we're extremely happy to be having this interview as well. Amazing.
Well, so am I. Obviously, the Eurovision fans, they stay with you for life also. You know, they're not just there for Eurovision, they will be with you forever, which is a nice thing. It's such a welcoming family. And I know you'll get people that love the song, people that maybe don't like the song. And you are kind of just accepted though as part of the Eurovision family, which is one of the nice things. So the track manages to really convey a sense of fun, but also, you know, there's a social message, a kind of political message as well. Was it a challenge to strike that balance? Did you feel like, you know, we don't want this to be preachy, but we don't want it to be kind of too comical, so it's a sort of novelty song? Was it a tough balance to find?
Yeah. So we are balancing on a very thin line that we have to be on. I don't know if we've managed to do it perfectly, but we did the best that we could. And I think that if the lyrics might be comical and satirical in a sense, they still carry a nice message to it. And then we've created a great song behind it, a really complex song as well that sounds easy, it sounds energetic, it sounds fun. And well, yeah, it is a thin line that you have to balance on, but at the same time, if you find the right way of doing it, we believe that it can have a large impact, because ultimately it's not a song just about having fun. It also has a deeper meaning to it. And if you want to stay on the layer where it's just funny, that's fine by us. If you want to go deeper, you will find a message about environmentalism and about going green. If you want to just get hyped up, you will get the staging and the performance of how we deliver this message. So we want to have multiple layers to what we're doing, both on stage and off stage. And yeah, hopefully you're seeing that.
Yeah,
and hearing
absolutely.
it.
Obviously, you mentioned we've got 3 months till Eurovision. Is that a kind of time where you'll maybe kind of change the staging, you'll maybe make tweaks to the track, or are you kind of good to go for May?
No, we're not good to go quite yet.
Yeah, we had our big first meeting with the team yesterday, so yeah, we kind of know our stage now and our staging, and we had a lot of good ideas what to do on stage and how to make people happy and make a good show. Yeah,
I guess that we just don't want to be a cliche with our performance as well. We want every time that we do the performance for it to feel a little bit different, so that people that come to the show or watch it on their televisions or over the internet or wherever, so that they would get a new experience from what we do. And the Eurovision stage, it's massive. It's massive to a degree that is really hard to imagine even for us. And we want to use the stage to its maximum and do something that we're not going to be able to do anywhere else, at least in the shorter future. So yeah, and I think that the Eurovision is the place where both the listeners' dreams come true and also ours as artists, right? That we can do something completely out of this world.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christmas for music fans and for artists. It is. Thinking of your success so far, last time I checked, so the song is on the Spotify charts in Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Iceland, hopefully the UK after this. how are you finding that hype? Is it adding to the pressure?
This is the hype. That's why we're still alive. I think we work a lot every day, and I always say, yeah, we live on hype. We don't eat food, only salad, and we live on hype. Yeah, that is the hype. We're charting in so many places, and so many people talk about us and send good messages, and sometimes bad, but those are good as well. So yeah, that's the hype that we're living on.
I guess that it's really but yeah, it's a really nice feeling, and I don't think that really adds to the pressure. It rather decreases it, because our goal is to spread a message, and we're seeing that it's already spreading on its own, and we haven't really even invested that much of our
resources,
creative ideas and resources in promoting it. So we think that the message is good enough, and now it's our job to promote it even better. And yeah, and I guess the best thing that we're seeing is people are smiling when they're hearing our song, and that's exactly the emotion that we wanted to convey.
Yeah, even the bad reactions, but they're still smiling in YouTube videos. Yeah, that's the point.
They laugh and then they say, "Oh, I don't like it."
Well, I guess, you know, if people are talking about it, that is what we want at the end of the day. Whether it's good opinions, bad opinions, they're talking about this, talking about the song, it's talking about the message. It's amazing. Can you kind of tell me a little bit about your sort of own voices in the creative process for Eurovision? Do you get the chance to kind of really have a say when it comes to staging, or is there a kind of team that are managing that for you?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. That's a
Yeah.
really good question, because we're right now in the middle of this whole process. So the short version is that we have the last word in everything that we do, but ultimately we really like to trust people that do things better. And example, for the staging or for the choreography, we're asking people to help us. And I think that that's the only way how you can get the best result, by combining talented people under one roof and creating something amazing. And ultimately, at the moment when we were selected outside of the Supernova selection to go to Eurovision, that's the moment when there's a saying, shit hit the fan. That we understood that we're representing the whole country. So we thought that it's the right time to be approaching some of the people that we have been aspiring to work with, and get them to be a part of our journey as well. And it has been going great so far. I think that it's going to be quite an amazing show, so different from what Latvia has been sending the years prior. And we're happy that we can bring our creative message with the best team possible across to you, and to give you the Christmas that you wanted, the present, the best one.
But you know already what will be the present, like you sneak it.
I need to ask about the incredible opening line, because it just kind of, it is that kind of, it knocks it out of the park. How, we've kind of seen it's been censored with the kind of cat emoji. Is that the kind of plan going forward, or is it going to be using the cat emoji?
I think we're going to be finding all the creative options that we have. Ultimately, our goal is with the song and with the first line. So we're not idiots. We understand that it would have to be censored immediately as we submitted it, even beforehand. And but at the same time, we wanted to spark a discussion with it. That censorship, if you read the sentence and if you understand the context of the song, is it really something that should be censored? Because the message is good. The reasoning behind using the word is pretty clear. And at the same time, I think it's pretty apparent that that it's a form of humor, it's a form of satire. And in our case, what we want to do, and this is what we're encouraging everybody to do, either you're at home or you're in the hall at Turin, scream it out with us. Scream out the word, because according to the rules, we are not allowed to say anything that's a profanity.
But you are.
But everybody who's watching is allowed to say whatever they want. So we will invite you to be a part of our performance by shouting the word together with us.
Let us hear the loudest pussy in the world.
Amazing. Well, there you are. There's your kind of your end statement for the people, the loudest pussy in the world.
Yeah.
Have, I need
Guinness
I need
World
to
Record.
ask.
By the way, can we apply for a Guinness World Record about the loudest pussy in the world? And most consecutive tweets of the word pussy.
Like you get a medal after that.
That's a certificate.
Yes, certificate.
Loudest pussy in the world.
But yeah, I guess the message is serious and the delivery is humorous, and it's done for a reason, because we thought that not everything that is meaningful should be serious at the same time. It can be playful, and that's why we're making it as playful as we can without making it a joke. I think that's apparent from the staging that we had in the semis and in the finals as well, that it's not a joke what we're doing, but we're doing it in a very playful and cheeky way, you might say.
I think that cheekiness is going to be great, because you know, you will have the Eurovision fans that have watched Supernova, they have watched the semi-finals, and you know, you will make it through the semi-finals, I have no doubt. It's the people, the general public, the unsuspecting general public that are going to be watching, that are going to be hit with it, and I'm looking forward to seeing their reaction. So that will be something to behold. In terms of your actual research, like, you know, about your staging, about the delivery, have you kind of watched a sort of Eurovision greatest hits to kind of inspire you?
Yeah, we have been watching Eurovision individually, I guess, ever since we were little kids, and we actually understood quite recently that it has been a dream of ours individually at one point or another in our lives beforehand, and so we're very familiar with Eurovision as an event, as viewers. We've never been participants before, but this will be a great chance to see the other side of the whole thing. And yeah, we have a lot of favorites, and it's really hard to come up with something unique for Eurovision, because ultimately everything has been done there. At least it feels like it at some point or another, because it has such a. This will be the 66th edition, I think, of Eurovision, and there are so many different performances, and the whole thing has evolved from having a house band and a performer to having these completely bonkers stagings and choreographies and butts on stage. And last year, the German dude with the middle finger tricks. I mean, like, what? It's completely crazy, and it's all across the spectrum, from ballads that make you cry to I don't know, the German dude standing in line and
also making you cry.
And also making you cry, but in a different way.
I mean, you mentioned the orchestra there. I would love to hear "Eat Your Salad" with an orchestra. I think that would be beautiful.
That is one of the things that we haven't talked about as in any other interviews before, but we are looking forward to this, because we are right now working on. So we are a live band, and that's who we are in our core. That's why we're standing there on the Eurovision stage with instruments instead of 5 dancers around the singers, right? Because that's who we are. We have had a past as a band. We have been releasing music, and we have been performing, and we hopefully will have a future as well doing the same. So our idea is that one of the huge things that we will be releasing from us is the live arrangement version for Eat Your Salad, and yeah, I hope that will allow for everybody to hear that it's that what we can do and what we're really all about. Because Eurovision is kind of a challenge for us, because it's the first time in our careers that we have been singing with all the instrumentation pre-recorded, and it feels a little bit off, to be honest, for us, but at the same time we understand the rules and we're going to comply with them, etc., etc. But yeah, we want to do a live arrangement just to show what we can do.
By the way, it would sound great with like orchestra. I just thought of it.
Let's do it.
Let's do an orchestra version. Amazing. I think we're more than capable to do it.
Yeah.
Have you had the chance to kind of delve into any of the other 2022 entries? I guess your competition. I know people say competition. I guess it's more of a kind of collaborative spirit, I guess, in competition. But is there anyone that you've heard from this year that is really standing out for you?
We've heard all of them that have been announced so far, and we're actually following the national finals as well. This has been a very weird year for us because we're paying attention to things that we would usually not be paying attention to, and that's actually the beautiful part of all of it.
Yeah.
That we get to hear so much music. There's so much music created for one event.
Yeah.
I mean, every national final has around like 15 or 20 songs created for it, and then one of those is selected that goes. And then, for example, in Latvia, it was 130 songs submitted. Out of those, 20 were selected, and then it's just.
And then we won.
Crazy, it's crazy. And from this year's already selected songs, I guess our opinions differ. Who are favorites? I can start with myself. I love Channel Slow Mo. I think that the choreo and the whole performance is really tip top. That I really love it. Anybody else?
Yeah. At first, my favorite was Lithuania. Now it's Subwoofer. Yeah. It's the production of that stuff is freaking crazy. Yeah.
I'm somewhere in between, like Giannis and Robert said, in between Spain and and Subwoofer.
Yeah.
So you pick Italy.
Yeah, Spain as well. Yeah.
Well, I'm a bigger fan of like slower songs, so it's Italy for me.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Latvia's performance.
Top notch.
They're great.
I will play with you.
Okay. Yeah, we have to love ourselves as well. We come from a small country. Nobody else is going to love us, so we have to love ourselves.
What do you make on the kind of subject of Subwoofer? I've seen a few reports, people trying to unmask the two yellow wolves or dogs or whatever you want to call them. What do you make of that? Do you think they should be unmasked, or do you think, leave them anonymous?
The mystery is cool. I think that's part of the beauty of the whole thing. And in Latvia, we had something similar a few years back when Instrumenti.
They were
a lot of these pirates of the sea.
No, pirates had uncovered faces. For Instrumenti, nobody knew initially.
Yeah,
right. That was the whole thing. And I think that that's part of the performance, right? That we don't know who they are. And I think that there's a mystery behind it, and it's fun. Everybody likes solving puzzles, or at least most of us do. And I guess everybody has their guesses who are Subwoofer, and we have our guesses too.
But they're not. No.
They're not?
No, they're not.
We were hoping that it was Ylvis. Yeah, we were really hoping that because we really enjoy their music. But let's see. Ultimately, it's a good song. I really don't understand the lyric though. What exactly is it about? But I hope somebody will explain it to me.
We will have the chance to see them.
Yeah, in the backstage.
So
Without the masks.
No,
won't tell anybody.
I mean, that would be top two, Norway, Latvia. There we go. Thinking of your favorite Eurovision artists all throughout the kind of 66 years of the contest, I'd love to hear each of your all-time favorites.
Yeah, I already know that. 2012, Loreen, Euphoria. That was, I think, the greatest one.
Okay.
ABBA. I saw someone's answer.
I just realized like 2 days ago that one of my childhood's most favorite song is Lena, Satellite. It's just so I love it.
From childhood, Lordy as well.
Rod.
For me, one of my favorites is Aminata with the Love Injected.
Yeah, for me, it's I think also Norway's Rybak's Fairy Tale.
With his eyebrows and everything.
Still stuck in my head.
Eyebrows?
Until this day.
Still stuck on my head.
They're not coming up,
Well, I mean, he hasn't aged.
But yeah, for me, I don't know. There have been so many, but I would call the most recent one that has been influential for me. I love Daddy Frere. I love Daddy Ogagmani. I think that he's an amazing musician. Everything that he does is on point. So yeah.
Good selection. I would love to finish off with just a really quick fire round of getting to know Citi Zēni. I've got some really kind of punchy questions, and we can just rotate round and shout out your answer. Okay. So first one, favorite movie?
Forrest Gump.
Really?
I want to say Forrest Gump as well.
All for all of us.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, don't you go for the next one?
Nothing, Phil.
No. We each of us has to answer.
Or
Oh
as a
yeah,
band?
all of you give an answer. Yeah,
Oh, then nothing, Gil.
Nothing.
Romantic.
nice.
Peaceful.
Lord of the Rings.
I haven't watched it yet. It's too long, man.
And there goes the second answer.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Oh no, I was
No, Cars, man.
Cars.
You asked for
Well, I love that favorite movie.
that counts as animation movies.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh no! Yeah, Cars. I thought Cars, the first one.
Yeah,
Cars.
But Latvian version of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
We're not
Uh,
very grown up.
Okay, something that you own that you should throw out.
Underwear.
Underwear.
Yeah, underwear. I should throw it out.
I should throw out. I should throw out.
well, I've moved a lot, so I don't have stuff.
I don't have stuff. I don't have stuff anymore.
I have a lot of songs that are not ended, and I should probably. Well,
I have still a lot of fluffy toys from my childhood. I don't know why, but I don't throw them out the rest of the way. Then
My phone is full of unnecessary data I have to clean out. You know.
browser
What?
history.
Yeah.
I have a Yu-Gi-Oh card collection that I'm needing.
Why would you throw it out? Give it to
Don't
me.
throw it
Give it to me.
They're weird, very weird.
Hey, if there's
I
anybody
have
else-
my spellcaster deck still with Dark Magician.
Yu-Gi-Oh was awesome.
No, it was. It was. That's the point. Yeah.
You're still really into it. It has sentimental value.
nerds, come on.
Well done.
No,
Okay, scariest animal.
Aunt.
Ants?
Oh, it's not
Ant?
an animal. Yeah,
It is an animal.
Yeah, go animal, insect. Yeah, why not?
The scariest animal.
Wait. No,
Scariest.
scariest.
Spiders. No.
Scariest. I thought skinniest.
Scariest.
I thought, yeah,
Oh,
scariest.
yeah,
No, if I
scariest.
see spider in that corner, I'm out. Like,
The scariest.
Well, I would be really scared of an alligator. I think that they're scary.
crocodiles
So,
are bigger,
yeah.
so crocodiles.
I'm scared of big ships, so equivalent to that could be like a blue whale. Yeah.
Why, man?
I don't know. It's just too huge. It's just too huge.
Yeah,
I guess snakes.
okay.
Snakes
I-
on the
I would-
plane.
Snakes and I would say any bug that is larger than this freaks me out.
Yeah,
Really.
I'm with you.
So we should go to Australia. It has all of these things.
Okay, one song to listen to for the rest of your life. Only one song.
Yeah.
Life's the highway.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good.
Gunnar
choice.
Rosenberg's disco. That was a Latvian one, definitely.
I think for me, I think it's from Norway, Sweden. It's Ola Borud, I think it's called, and Backyard Party. That's the best one, I think, for me.
Haven't even heard.
Actually,
Oh, yeah,
also
okay.
some indie music would be Tudor Cinema Club, Undercover Martin for me.
Well, for me, it could be Alan Stone, Brown Eyed Lover.
Yeah.
On the other side of town. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, good mix. Final one. Most used app on your phone.
Oh, YouTube.
The app. The app on my phone is
Last week for me is Twitter.
Instagram for me.
Twitter for me. I love Twitter.
I love Top Gear, so I watch it all the time.
There's an app for that?
No, YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I watched it like 3,000 times, like on repeat, but I still enjoy it. I don't know why. I'm weird.
I would want to say metronome, but I guess it's Instagram. It's probably or a calendar.
WhatsApp, also YouTube. Just I have to work sometimes on WhatsApp. Just text with colleagues, and then I text these guys too. So
Yeah.
Amazing.
Would be a weird,
Please don't come here.
would be a weird life without a phone.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah,
No, Top Gear for me.
I was on this show yesterday about the Samsung new
Yeah.
phone, et cetera, and their discussion sparked what we would do if we wouldn't have our smartphones today.
Right.
Probably
And
use our laptops.
if they were taken away,
Laptop.
if they were taken away easily, then we wouldn't know how to deal with it. But if it it would be a gradual thing, I think it would be okay. You like it's completely normal to
Just send me your roll.
Well, my post pigeon.
yeah.
Well, thank you for your answers, guys. Is there anything that you want to say? Just any closing remarks before we say goodbye?
Yes,
We love you.
stay healthy, be green, eat some pussy if you have the chance. We were Citi Zēni, and we love all of you.
Well, thank you. Right, thanks very much, guys. Sending best wishes and love from the UK. And thanks very much for chatting. I'm so excited to see how things develop, see you in the semis, and hear the orchestral version, which is going to be amazing.
Okay.
Right, thanks very much, guys. Speak to you later.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Bye.
This was fun. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.